and try and enlighten us as to what is going on. So I'm delighted to welcome to Outsiders for the first time, Michael Sukkar. How are you?
Hi, Rowan. Great to be with you. Hi, Ross.
Now, Michael, you are the member for Deakin there on the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. What's it like? Are you... we had Waleed Ali and others terrified, mocking the idea of being terrified about gangs and gang violence, Sudanese, Somalian and so on. What's your perspective? Enlighten us, please.
Well, there are some people who try to make out that there's no issue, and sadly, from their perspective, every time we have a new incident, a new event, like the 200-person riot we had in Collingwood just a couple of weeks ago, where, you know, the images were just shocking. Those sorts of, that wishful thinking that says there is no problem gets harder and harder to stand up. I mean, the reality is in Daniel Andrews' Labor Victoria, we've essentially got a no arrest policy. Even if you do get arrested, you then get bail. We saw terrible images from the other night of 3 men literally kicking and bashing a man on the ground. They all got bail. And then when you do finally get to court, you get some sort of community corrections order, which means you never step foot or spend one day behind bars. So we've got a state government that's in denial. We have there many who try to cheer them on in the media by making out that there's no issue at all. But those sorts of arguments get harder and harder to make every time we have an event like the big riots we had in Collingwood, or the riots we had in Federation Square a couple of years ago, or the home invasions, the carjackings. I mean, can you believe we talk about carjackings in Australia, carjackings in Victoria? 10 years ago, if you had have used the term carjackings, people wouldn't have known what you were talking about.